Something to look at. Where the boys at? 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 Give me and my girl something to look at. Where the boys at? Where the boys at? Where the boy? Girl, that's my little jam. Okay, shout out to the OMG Girlz. Hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Okay, we got a few topics that we finna get into. Okay, and it might be a long video, so y'all will be okay with that, right? Okay, understand it will be chopped up for the people that just want to go ahead and get into the tea of the things that you're trying to get here for, because we're gonna have a variety of topics that we'll be getting into. Okay, so go ahead and make a note of that. And while you over there making notes, make sure you go ahead and make a note to like up this video. Hello. Thank you. Let me give you a little time. All right, go on, hit that like. Okay. Honey. Yeah. Girl, I have been busy. Okay, ripping and running. Ripping and running and running and ripping. Period. But anywho, we are here today. All right. And I had to open up with the OMG Girlz because that's what we finna talk about real quick. Okay. Where the boys at? Where the boys at? Gucci this, Gucci that, Gucci everything, Gucci everything, Gucci everything, killing this, killing that. Come on, OMG, girl, they finna get them all kind of Gucci this, Gucci that, Gucci everything, girl. They finna get a lot of stuff. Let me tell you what they're saying, and I believe that T.I. and Tiny. First of all, T.I. and Tiny sued LOL OMG. Y'all know that is like a toy company. I know my niece is crazy about some LOL OMG toys and all of that, right? So they pretty much stole the likeness of the OMG Girlz. And once, T.I. and Tiny saw this, baby, they sought out for a lawsuit. Okay. I thought they were suing them for like 20 million or something. Not sure. Don't let me, I don't know. I just know they were suing them. But I thought that the case had got dismissed. Maybe it got dismissed more than once, but whatever. It got dismissed and then they picked it back up. Well, they finally won. Okay. They have won. All right. They're reporting that T.I. and Tiny and OMG Girlz win a massive $71 million. Okay. Shout out to them. This is what the jury awarded to them. They awarded it to them for infringement and appropriation. Okay. Now they're saying they got 17 million plus 17.8 million in real damages. Then they're getting 53.6 million in punitive damages. Okay. So shout out to them. Let's see. It looks like this was a quote from T.I. saying they were the ones that came and ripped us off. And I guess they expected us to not have the audacity to stand up and speak for ourselves. And that's exactly what they did. They stood up, they spoke for themselves, and baby, they don't want $70-some million. And I'm really so happy. I hope that they get and actually see all $71 million. Especially the OMG Girlz. Like, I know T.I. and Tiny gonna get their cut, but it's really giving attorneys first. And girl, I'm over here like, well, how much is y'all getting, bitch? Because they had about 4 attorneys, it looked like. It looked like it was about 4 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, but it might be 5. My question is, how much is the company getting as a whole on this case from that 71 million? So let's say they end up with 50 million. Okay, it's giving T.I. and Tiny after that, and then it's giving, I hope, each one of the OMG Girlz. I mean, each one of them should at least have $1 million right out the gate for themselves, just like in their pocket right out the gate. At a minimum, I think they should get $1 million. But shout out to these people because they walking out as millionaires, baby. Okay, like I feel like this is like really a big deal. I don't think a lot of people talked about it, but I'll be honest, girl, I ain't really been on social media for real because I've been a whole lot of busy. But y'all look at this, like they literally was up here stealing these girls like likeness. Like that's crazy. They really was up here stealing, making it exactly like them. Like, look at this. This right here was a dead ass giveaway. You see this? Not the whole outfit, bitch. Girl, it's this right here, example 3, with the pink and black hair. Oh, baby. Baby. Y'all was over here trying to rob these folks. And then look at it, girl. And y'all know y'all took that from them. Talk about some damn LOL OMG. Girl, trying to do y'all own little piece of a spin on Bratz dolls. Okay, where the boys at? Gucci this, Gucci that. Let me put my headphones on just so I can hear a little piece of it. Gucci everything, Gucci everything. Killing this, killing that. That part. On, girls. Yes. Give me this. Give me that. Give me everything. Give me everything. Give me everything. Killing this. Killing that. Okay. They done got their coin, honey. They really finna be at the store now. I'm happy for them. And these young ladies are trying to like press forward. They're still trying to have their group together and show people who they are now. You know, Zanique has a daughter. Okay. I'm not sure what the other two are doing. I know Beja has always had like her music. I've listened to some of her music. I actually bumped into her one time. I was at I think it was like a growing up hip hop premiere or something. And I was telling her because she had dropped like I think it was her first project. And I was like, yo, I be listening to your stuff like every day. Like it's really good, you know, to see how, you know, she's grown from, you know, where she was to where she at. And she really can sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the other girl, I'm like, Zanique can sing, but like Beja really can sing. I'm not sure about the younger one, the baby doll. I don't know if she's the younger one, but the other girl that always rocks like the purple baby doll. I don't know because she's typically like the rapper, so I don't know if she can sing or not. But either way, shout out to them. I'm sure this money will come in handy as they try to expand their brand with OMG and, you know, making their group bigger. So good luck. Okay. Shout out to them, honey. That's a big ass win. And I just want to know how the check finna get split amongst everybody. Make sure them girls get some coins now. T.I. and Tiny, don't be trying to take a bulk of their money. Don't be trying to take a bulk of their money, girl. Make sure they get that coin, all right? Anyway, that's enough on that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below and let me know where y'all was and how y'all felt when y'all heard that information, okay? Let's go ahead and keep going. First of all, y'all know what I just thought about? Bitch, how about I went into Target today? Let me tell y'all about this. So I had went into Target, right? Because I had to get me a little piece of something. So I get to the register hole because they think that it's this great idea for them to shut down the damn self checkout before 10. Bitch, why would y'all do that? That's sad. Like, why? Ain't nobody even in the store. Why? I mean, can y'all not afford to have the damn self checkout open multiple, you know, earlier in the day and y'all limit it to a certain amount of time or something like that? So y'all doing part time on the self checkout or something like what is that really about? It's the people in there stealing or something like what's going on? But anywho, girl, I had to go to a register. And I don't be feeling like interacting with folks. But anyway, I go to the register child. And when I'm ringing up my item, the lady asked me, like, I think she asked like about a phone number or app or whatever, you know, when you want to swipe for your rewards or whatever the case is. And then the girl behind her, the other register was like, she know what it is. And I was like, oh, is she talking to me or is they talking about something else? Like, girl, what is she talking about? Okay, because I know she's talking about me. Girl, why when I got ready to check out or when I checked out, the cashier was like, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Oh, bitch, don't call me out like that. Neither one of you hoes. I know I come in here every day, bitch, and we really should be on a first name basis at this point. But y'all ain't have to do me like that. That's why I'm not going in there tomorrow. Okay? Even if I gotta go, I ain't going in that one. Since y'all swear y'all see me every day. I be having to get essentials. It's very important. Okay? And I would prefer to go to Target to get the essentials. How about that? I'll just go to the other one up the street. Okay, since y'all see me every day, tell some day and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. I might need something else tomorrow. So I'll be in there tomorrow too. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. All right. I want to get into Wendy Williams as we're talking about lawsuits and stuff. Y'all know that her ex-husband, Kelvin this week, next week, he is trying to get his, you know, alimony or whatever it is that he was supposed to be getting after the divorce. And since Sabrina Morisi took over, everything pretty much shut down. He stopped getting paid. Well, BIT, they have been in court. I told y'all this last week. This man has been trying to get her financial records, and Sabrina has yet to turn those financial records over. And that is some sneaky snake ass shit. If the judge is ordering you to turn them over and you don't, and y'all judges ain't doing nothing about it, it's killing me softly. Right? So now, let me tell you what Kevin did. And I think this is so funny, girl. So Kevin says, so they're saying face to face, Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, demands the star attend the divorce court hearing in person after she appears after she disappears from the public. So now he wants her to come to the front, and I'm here for it because I mean, I want to just make sure Wendy is doing okay. So I feel like there's a method to the madness as to why he is asking Wendy to show up to court, because one, this lady that's supposed to be handling your affairs, she's not properly handling it. So I want to see Wendy. Let me talk to Wendy. Let me ask Wendy to come here. Okay. Now, what they're saying is new filings from Wendy and Kevin's divorce obtained exclusively by the U.S. Sun show Kevin has argued her New York-based guardian Sabrina Maurici is not allowed to represent her in the New Jersey court. Now, why would you say that? Why is she not allowed? Is she not barred? So, additionally, the judge on the case has given Sabrina 21 days to prove to the court that she has authority to represent Wendy in the Garden State. Do y'all hear me? I love it. I love it. I love it. See, oh, I love it. I don't know what else to say. Because I feel like let's get some exposure. But even with her not being able to represent Wendy in this, it's a situation of, well, how are you going to get those financial records to really see what's going on with Wendy financially? Then for Wendy to come in, yeah, you'll be able to lay your eyes on her, check on her, make sure she's good. But at the same time, they swear she's incompetent or she's not at the place that she should be to handle this type of case. So that could technically be a downfall for Wendy if she is forced to show up in court without representation, which I'm sure Sabrina gonna hurry up and try and get her some representation, honey. But if Wendy has to come in court and handle her own affairs, I don't know if that's fully fair in a sense. But hell, I don't know, because Wendy could be doing better. She could be in her right mind. I don't know what Wendy got going on. But as long as it makes sense and it's fair, I would love for Sabrina to be removed as her guardian as a whole. Right, but at least he's able to get her kind of kicked off of the case when it comes to her representing Wendy in New Jersey court. um so yeah, I just don't want I just don't want her to be played on in any type of capacity to where he probably get more money. Just get what y'all had already agreed to. Okay, I'm not mad at nothing that he was supposed to be getting from the beginning, because Wendy agreed to that regardless of whether a baby was had or whatever happened after that divorce. Okay, they was good. She was okay with giving that money. She's giving it. It is what it is. Now, it is a concern. I do think that amount should be adjusted if she's not actively working, right? If she's not really working, then I think that the amount that he gets should be adjusted. It should be lowered. It should be really based on her income. But then also they need to see what kind of money she got to even know if she got anything for him to have. You see what I'm saying? It might not have a damn thing. So I don't know, because it probably gets spent the hell up. Because, I read other articles where it was stated that Sabrina told Wendy she ain't got no money, when Kevin had already said she had a whole lot of money in the account. So what's really going on? Even her best friend said she had a lot of money in that account because she showed it to her. So how all of a sudden the money gone? It's not making sense. But anywho, they say in a filing in July, Kevin argued that Wendy's guardian is not an attorney barred in New Jersey, and he questioned her right to represent the former host. Baby, for this man to not be an attorney or anything like that, he must be getting some legal advice without having to pay nobody, because he wearing her out, okay? Kevin wrote in the filing that Miss Maurici pro se representation of Miss Wendy Williams is akin to practicing law without a license, as she is neither a barred attorney nor a guardian appointed by a New Jersey court. So you may have jurisdiction over her in New York, but you don't over this case that was submitted to the New Jersey courts. Whoo, child. He says, Kevin says, it is conceivable that based on the history of Maurici as it relates to allegations regarding persons that she is the guardian of in New York, that Miss Williams may not need a guardian according to the laws of state of New Jersey. So I don't know. Okay, the defendant further asked that the court order the plaintiff, Wendy Hunter, to appear before the court herself. Miss Maurici is an attorney in New York, not New Jersey, and though she claims to have been appointed as a guardian, now he said though she claims. Okay, though she claims to have been appointed as a guardian in New York, her guardianship does not extend to this court as there is no guardianship established in New Jersey. Kevin took issue with Wendy's guardian Sabrina continuing to represent the host in their divorce. The defendant asked that the court sanction Miss Morrissey and prohibit her from appearing in court as a pro se litigant. So he don't want her to have nothing to do with it. And basically, pro se is it means that you're representing yourself in a court without a lawyer. Therefore, Miss Morrissey has no legal standing in this proceeding because she will be representing herself, right? But the case isn't technically brought up against you, it's brought up against Wendy. So Wendy needs to stand in, is what they're saying from what I'm taking from it. They're saying Miss Morrissey is not a party to the divorce and therefore should not be involved in this proceeding. Correct. All right. So I thought of that correctly. Girl, that is something there. That is something there. And I like how he's socking it to Miss Girl, but at the same time I kind of feel like I told y'all earlier, if Wendy ain't got them all, if Wendy's not there completely mentally, I don't want her to be finessed. And I just feel like with whatever, as they do this proceeding and she has to report to court, I'm hoping that the judge takes whatever her situation is into consideration and not fully award Kevin everything. You know what I'm saying? But maybe, just maybe, with Wendy showing up on her own, maybe she could potentially get these financial records. I don't know how that's supposed to go. If the guardian has access to all of her financial records and Kevin needs those financial records in order to proceed with his case, how does that actually work? Will the judge then be able to do something to enforce something? Or will she have to go and get an attorney to pull those records? But either way, what is kind of making me think is also if she does get representation in New Jersey, maybe Kevin feels like there will be some progression in the case, regardless of what it is, because he may get an attorney that's willing to cooperate with him. But even with that, you got to make sure that Sabrina Morrissey is going to cooperate with that attorney. So it's girl, this is a mess here. This is a mess here. Wendy's ex has also argued he was promised access to his ex's financial records by her guardian, but he has never received them. Okay? That's crazy work. I hate it. I really hate Wendy got to go through all of this, child. I really, really do. Definitely a terrible situation, but hey, that's what's going on. But Kevin over there trying to sock it to Miss Ma'am. So good luck. Hopefully that works out for you. Next up, y'all, I want a trigger warning. I want to get into a disappointing story, but I like to talk about a variety of topics. So that's what we're going to do here. Going to talk about another topic. Okay, we do this often, but for the people that's new, they may not know. So there's a story about a Maryland mother who was accused of popping her 13-year-old daughter in an attempt to unalive her daughter. BITCH, is you okay? Is you okay? I don't like that type of energy. I do not like that type of stuff. Okay, I hope they see about you for sure. They're saying a woman has been charged with attempted murder after police say she shot her 13-year-old daughter in Maryland. They're saying that officers found the girl suffering from a gunshot wound to her neck at a home. You done popped this baby in her neck? While giving her first aid, the officers asked the girl about what happened, and she said she had just been popped after getting home from school. The girl later told police at the hospital that she and her mother got into an argument when she came home from school that turned physical. After the fight, the girl started to walk down the stairs at home when she heard a pop pop and fell to the bottom of the stairs and was unable to move. Charging documents say. They're saying her mother then told her to say she was popped by someone who broke into the home. And that's what the girl told the police. And then when she got to the house, I guess when she got to the police, she really told them what happened, I suppose. So the girl's mother, who's 32 years old, Miss Talika Brown, initially told police that a person experiencing homelessness popped her daughter and that she was already bleeding when she came home from school. A homeless person popped your daughter and she was already bleeding when she got to the house? Oh, this put this hoe under the jail. She's terrible. Charging documents say investigators could smell the scent of a discharged firearm inside the home. When they asked Brown if there was a pop in the home, she said there was one in a safe and it was not registered and it didn't belong to her. What a stupid ass. I'm so glad you about been abusing this baby and it's finally catching up to your whack ass. Okay, they're saying after questioning Brown, police arrested her and charged her with first-degree attempted murder and other charges. Okay, they also go on to say court documents say she gave conflicting statements during the interview with police, and Brown eventually admitted that she was the only one home with her daughter at the time of the situation, and the girl remains in critical condition at the hospital, but she is stable. Okay, she's waiting on her bond in the jail cell. Girl, continue to wait there, bitch. She don't need no bond. Don't let that hoe out. Do not let her out because she was out of line. She was out of order. You done pop this baby, damn near killed this girl because of whatever you got going on. Child.
After her 13-year-old daughter was shot. When mom Taleka Brown spoke with first responders after her 13-year-old daughter was shot yesterday afternoon, this was what she told them.
Mom is advising that she arrived home like this. She came home, but she was already bleeding and apparently had a gunshot wound to the back of her neck.
And they're advising that the patient was shot in her neck by a homeless person.
But prosecutors say the mom was the one who allegedly pulled the trigger and shot her daughter in the neck after an argument. According to court documents, the daughter told investigators she then fell down the stairs and couldn't move. She was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Brown is now charged with first-degree attempted murder. Acting Seat Pleasant Police Chief Cedric Hayward saying in a statement, "It is always tragic when we have acts of violence within our community, but it is heart-wrenching when the perpetrator is supposed to be your protector." Maryland court records show Taleka Brown was accused in a domestic violence case last year, with a judge granting a temporary stay-away order. It's not clear from who or where. Brown was also temporarily ordered to surrender any guns. The records show the final stay-away order was later denied because there was no statutory basis for relief. As for the 13-year-old daughter, police say she's now recovering at the hospital. According to court documents, the teen told investigators her mom allegedly asked her to lie and say she was shot by an intruder.
And Brown is scheduled to appear in Prince George's County Court tomorrow afternoon for a bond review hearing. In Seat Pleasant, Amy Cho, News 4.
Stupid bitch. Girl, I hope they tell her, girl, you ain't got no bond. Sit your dumb ass right there. Sit your stupid ass right there. And then gonna sit up there and hurt that baby. Then gonna tell her to lie about what happened. Then you gonna put it on a homeless person. Like the police stupid. I'm glad they got her. I am, and I'm glad that baby, when she got to a place where she felt safe, she could actually speak up and tell what the hell her mama really did to her. Okay? Baby about to damn lose her life because you're ignorant and don't know how to discipline your child or whatever the case is that you had to resort to where you decided you wanted to pop, bitch. Okay? But anywho, I just had to, check that story out with you guys real quick because that is just a crazy story. Like, what the hell? If your parent, if they ain't running the damn babies over, they over here trying to, like, what y'all got going on? What is y'all got going on? Oh, child, let's keep it going. I want to get into Cory. Let's get into Cory Hardict. He did an interview with the Pivot podcast, and seeing some of these clips, I do think that I am going to go back and I'm going to watch the full interview just to see what it's given. Okay, I'm gonna see what it's given. Cory has some things to say about the people or response. He has some things to say for the people that have pretty much, said that he plays the same character and they believe that the character he often plays is the exact person that he is. So he feels a bit different. Okay. He feels differently about it. And I want us to go ahead and check out what it is that Cory had to say. And for those people that don't know, this is the ex-husband of Miss Tia Mowry. Okay, y'all know Tia got that new show that's coming out, her reality show, where she's kind of going to touch on a little bit of being divorced and being lonely. The fact that she talks about being alone and being lonely leads me to believe that that's probably why she stayed in this marriage as long as she did, because she didn't want to be alone, right? But I do want to know, like, what was the real reason? Was it communication issues? Like, what was the real reason? But it really ain't none of my business. But anyway, girl.
Whenever you do something in the public eye, as long as you have the celebrity comes.
Yes.
And there's also the positive of when you do a good job, as you did in this latest movie, where people are they want to talk to you. It was me watching the movie, hearing you talk about it, that made me want to speak with you. And then there's also the negativity that could surround you in your life and the way people focus on you. How do you deal with the microscope that comes with what you do for a living?
I block out the noise. I'm an artist, and like I say, I've been in films shooting people, killing, violence. I've never done that in real life. I've never been to prison in my life, but I know how to tap into a character and be authentic and be real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's got me this far. So when I read this, I was just like, there is no connection from the character to the personal, guy. And people should be able to separate the two and just say he's an artist, he's great at his craft. That's what it was. Yeah. So I just block all the noise out and just say, you know what? I keep my head focused on, the mission I'm on. I have children that I want them to look at daddy, as a positive influence for people in the generation behind me. And I got babies, man. So that's how I represent my life. Everything is for my kids, on how I move in public eye, what I say, what I don't say. I look at them first.
Hold up. All right, y'all just heard Cory. He said he an actor, he an artist. That's what he does, okay? Just because he plays certain roles don't mean that they got anything to do with him. He's played thugs, he's killed people, he's done a lot of things, but that's not how he lives his everyday life. And he do got a point. He does have a point. But I don't know. I think we really don't know Cory Hakeem. All right. So it's easy for us to and we don't really know Tia either, for real. But I feel like Tia has been exposed to us more, from Sister to her having her reality show and stuff. So I feel like we get a good amount of understanding of her personality, as well as her sister Tamara, with them doing their reality show, her going on the Real. So I feel like we kind of know them way more than we know Cory. So with us not really knowing Cory, I don't know. I feel like maybe we are quick to to judge him, because he does give off this mysterious vibe. He does also make me think that he's a very private person too. Yeah, and he gives very little of himself, and I don't really fault him for that. Maybe that's like a protection mechanism or something he got going on. I don't know, but I hear him, but I don't know. I mean, you could still be linked to that, to that character. That might be how you is in real life, which is how you play that role so good. I don't know. I wish y'all would, whenever y'all talk about the divorce girl, don't talk around it. Just go ahead and talk straight through it and just let the people know exactly what the hell. Like, girl, what happened? So we can understand, so we don't get the false impression of you if you really wasn't that bad of a guy. I don't know. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this piece. He did go on to say more when it comes to his children and co-parenting with Tia. So I do want to get into that. So let's check this out.
And parenting being, you being very involved, and obviously their mother being very involved, the co-parenting side of it and trying to make sure that you both are still in the same lane of raising your children.
Right.
Let me say this, y'all. I need a language expert. I need a body language expert to tell me this. Because when he said the mother, I noticed that Cory looked down at his wrist and then he did something with his teeth, he did this little mouth thing. So I'm like, well, what is that? Can somebody break this down?
To the best of your ability, how has it been adapting to that and continuing to do such a good job as y'all are?
Everything is about the kids, their well-being, their future, and just co-parenting, you know what I'm saying? And keeping it still a family and keeping it love-based. Still keeping God first at the center of everything and just walking with love, man. That's all it's about. I wish her the best with everything, and that's unconditional for me. I love unconditional. I can't get caught up in what's going on out there, what people are saying. I just know where my heart is at, and I have to continue to move that way because I want all my blessings for me. You know, and if I succeed, she succeeds, our kids succeed. You know, so I have no room for failure or no room for no, you know, mistakes right now in my life. That's how I look at it. That now.
Okay, some part of me feel like he full of shit in this interview. And then at the same time, when he says that it's unconditional and he can't worry about what people are saying, it makes me question, did that play a factor of like what fans were saying about y'all relationship or something? Like, oh, Cory seems so uninterested in your videos and this and that. And they started to shape a narrative of who they believe that he is. Did that play a factor? And you like being like, I want a divorce or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But okay. Good luck. All right. He said it's unconditional. I mean, she doesn't speak ill of him either. But when he says making sure that they're still a family, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, are y'all? I would hope that y'all are. Because the hug that y'all gave on the red carpet, a few months ago, it was very awkward. And she said that was like the first time that she had saw him like on the red carpet. And maybe that's what surprised her, was because he doesn't typically come to the very event that that event that she goes to every year. He doesn't really come to this. I think she was probably shocked to see him there, and then shocked to probably see him since they had divorced, right? So I guess, honey, good luck. Okay, good luck. I hope that they are in a better place, though. I do. I hope that Tia's in a good place with her ex-husband, her kid's father. And I also hope that if she isn't, she's getting to a better place with her sister. Okay. So wishing those people the best. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into something else. Now, Diddy has been faced with another lawsuit, and I'll be honest with y'all, I have not even got into the thick of the details. Okay. I did get the lawsuit and I was gonna go through it, but I haven't really had the time to fully go through it. But I am going to get into a press conference and hoping that press conference tells us more. But before we get into Diddy, y'all know that Kim had a book, right? So there was a memoir that was released on behalf of Kim Porter, who is the ex-girlfriend and baby mom to Diddy, who has since passed away. Okay. It's always been stories out there that she had a book. Hell, it was stories that she had a book before she even passed. So this whole conversation of she ain't got no book all of a sudden, I don't know what to think, because I was hearing that she had a book that was coming before she even passed away. So do she got a book or she don't got a book? Or is it that she got a book but don't nobody else got access to the book? I'm not sure. But we do know that someone, I have to roll my eyes, released a book. Okay. And I believe they said it was called Kim's Last Words or Kim's Lost Words or something. They released a memoir. Okay. On her behalf, I feel. Put it on Amazon, profited off of it, only for people to say within a matter of hours that the stuff that's in there is not authentic, it's not real, it's not true. So when they got ready to interview this guy, who is supposed to be a journalist or something himself, I believe his name is he goes by Chris Todd, but his real name is Todd C. Christopher Guz or something like that. When they ended up talking to him about it, he pretty much said that he can't confirm that everything in there is true, even though he decided to publish it. He said he don't think it's 100% wrong, though. He think maybe 80% of it is actually truth. And it's just like, how do y'all get how do y'all get to release stories on people and not be sued? If you do not have sources to cite in your book to confirm that this is where you got the information from, unless you're the autobiographer, like how do you do that? I mean, maybe it's a very common thing, but they're saying that he is a producer, or at least he describes himself as a producer or author, an investigative journalist, and claims to have worked on and solved some of pop culture's biggest murder investigations. Nicole Brown Simpson, John Benet Ramsey. What did you do with John Benet? Because we still don't know who the hell killed her. Okay. The Zodiac killer, amongst others. He claims to have evidence that Kurt Cobain's suicide was actually a murder. I don't know. I don't know. And then, but I don't know. It could be a conspiracy theory. I don't know what this man got going on. Now, I did not read this book at all. I did not buy it. I don't know what he got going on in there. But I would not be surprised, in all honesty, if some of it is true. I'm just questioning who the fuck is you for you to release such a thing and then profit off of it too. Who the hell is you? Okay? I wonder if she has an estate. Excuse me. If that estate could sue him in some capacity, because who the hell you think you is? So what also gets me is not only that part of the audacity, but to release a book about a black woman knowing that you're a white man or the closest thing to it, and put the name as Jamal T. Millwood. That is the author's name that you listed. That's insane. That's fraud. That's insane. I don't think that should be okay. I don't think that should be legal. Cause what the hell? I don't like that. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I don't like that at all. But he does believe that the memoir is real. He goes on to say, well, they say, but when pressed on who the sources are or how he could guarantee they had legitimate writings, he says that he declines to give specifics on how he fact checked and verified the material. When asked if he contacted reps for the celebrities named in the book, Todd says their teams ignored him and told him to kick rocks. So who is these sources that you speak of? He says, if somebody put my feet to the fire and they said life or death is that book real, I have to say I don't know, but it's real enough to me. Sometimes you have to just put it out there, maybe not 100%, but the book is true. Maybe not 100% of the book is true, but maybe 80% is. That is to get those people to come forward and either corroborate or deny the claims. That helps me as an investigator to know the truth. That ain't helping America. Because even if we think that it could be true, and some people coming out and they like, nah, that ain't happened, when we really believe that it happened, is that really helping? I don't know. But I know I don't like it. I do not like it at all. I do not like that at all. You know, took this lady's story from wherever you got it from and decided to just put it out there as if it really was her official book, only to find out that it wasn't. Like, I don't know. And then it leads the kids to put a statement out, right? And I'm on Quincy's page. So it says, we have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents. Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as about their parents, their relationship. It says, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, and anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interests at heart. Our lives were shattered when we lost our mother. She was our world, and nothing has been the same since she passed. While it has been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken away from us so soon, the cause of her death has long been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day. All right. They also say that we are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories. We ask that everyone please respect our mother, Kim Porter, and hold her legacy in high regard so that she may rest in peace. It's what she deserves, okay? So this is what was posted on by the children of Kim Porter. On her behalf and stuff, right? Now, here's the thing. Some of the conspiracy theories that are out there, I don't believe that they're false. Some things that people have alleged had happened, girl, it be lining up. Okay? Like with the cut that he got on his wrist and different shit like that. Some stuff do be making sense. I'm more so like, who the hell you think you is to just release somebody's memoir as if it's fact and you don't even have all the answers, Sway? Who you think you are? I do find problem with that. But then also I have to say this, and it's no disrespect, but Quincy, you need to talk to your daddy. Yeah, send that letter, forward that over to your daddy. CC him, blind CC, or forward to your father. Because he also, in my personal, has insinuated some things has happened. Okay, like the passing of your mother, it was giving very suspicious. So you might want to reach out to your father first, okay? Check on that, because he can't stand Diddy's ass. So, girl, that's a mess. Even insinuating that Diddy about had something to do with him being in the ER and in critical condition himself. So, I think the first point of business is make sure that you tip tap over there on his door and slide that letter over to him so that he knows exactly what's going on too. Okay. But that's just my personal now. That's just what it is that I think. Okay. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling and what y'all thoughts are when it comes to this situation. Very sad, very sad. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on out here with this Diddy stuff. Okay. It is, girl. Listen. We not really surprised. We might be a bit overwhelmed though. But we not really surprised. I was so not shocked when I learned that he had another lawsuit now that he's behind bars. I expected. I expected. And the crazy thing is everything that's happened to a lot of these people, they not even gonna receive nothing for it. They not. I could see Dawn probably getting something. Right? And maybe the other lady that filed right after Cassie, but like a lot of y'all ain't gonna get no compensation for this. But I think most importantly, they wanted to make sure that their story was out there and that it was heard, because I would believe that this is somewhat of a healing process for them too, to be able to finally get that out and not feeling like you can't tell nobody what the hell happened to you or what's been going on out of fear of some type of retaliation of some sort. So I'm sure this has been, a bit therapeutic for them as well, being able, I don't want to say therapeutic, but I guess so. Like, it's been good for them to be able to kind of get this out, but then sad at the same time because they have to relive these emotions. Because when she sits in this interview, like, she's really crying her eyes out. Okay, but I'm gonna read something briefly, and then we'll get into her press conference. So they're saying the hip hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs and his former bodyguard drugged, bound, and violently armed a woman in 2001 in a vicious attack he filmed and showed to friends. A bombshell new lawsuit claims. Okay, I believe her name is Thalia Graves, sobbed as she is happy the hip hop mogul is behind bars during a press conference Tuesday. Okay, she said it's a pain that goes to the very core of who you are, leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to be able to function properly. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, y'all. I believe it. I'm so hit me, girl. Because when they said that a vicious attack and then turned around and said that it was filmed, I remember 50 Cent saying something about there was a video of Cassie. So this is on brand. And then didn't the FBI say that they got certain videotapes and stuff, they have enough incriminating evidence on him? So yeah, it's giving rap bookie boo. And I'm wondering how you doing. I know they said the man was on suicide watch, but I ain't think a whole lot of it because honestly, I feel like that's something they always say when there are celebrities that get behind bars, being so high profile, anything can happen that they could decide to just clap themselves up out of here. Right? So, yeah, but the interesting thing is his attorneys are like, he's in good spirits, he's doing great. Then I hear somebody else come out and say, oh, Diddy's not eating. He's not eating because he thinks somebody's trying to poison him. And I'm just like, well, which one is it? Is the man doing great? Is he scared? What is happening? Okay. And I'm sure he really over there like punching the air. Like, I had all this money. All I had to do was do right. Got too big for my britches. Even if it was just one time. Let's act like, I don't want to say let's act like nothing happened, but let's say those other people never came out and it was just one person. Even if you did that one time, that was enough to send you to right where you at. All you had to do was do right. But y'all be letting this power get to y'all. Man, it's crazy out here in these streets, bruh. And everybody wanted to be a part of the entertainment industry so bad, so bad. That's why I don't be minding the actors that's not on the top A list. I feel like them A-listers really be having to go through some stuff, okay? whether you actor, music, whatever. Well, I don't think Angela Bassett them had to go through anything. You know what I'm saying? It's my girl, okay? It's giving heavy on the respect. Viola Davis is giving heavy on the respect. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of them folks had to really go through some things. You know, they got the casting couch, is what they call it, where you do something strange for a little piece of change in bookings. But so I hate it for them. I hate it for them. The people that had to go through oh so much just to get to where they are. And you still gotta wear those scars. I can't. Let's get into this woman though, because I do want to hear what she has to say. Because this is my first time listening to her interview or her press conference. Okay. She can't even figure it out. Lord have mercy.
Yes.
No, what happened? Let me refresh. What happened? I hope it doesn't pause again.
Yes. The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault. It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. Being blamed, questioned, and threatened has often made me feel worthless, isolated, and sometimes responsible for what happened to me. My family issues made the pain even worse. I was already going through a divorce at the time of the assault and did not get the support that I needed. I was also faced with disbelief and judgment. This has put a strain on my selection of men and relationships. Where many relationships became aggressive and abusive, which has made me feel even more alone in my struggles. I go through spells of being distant and withdrawn that it's sometimes so hard to leave my house. The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I'm emotionally scarred. It has been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships, or even feel safe in my own skin. Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts make me feel like it's a constant struggle. I also suffer with physical problems such as chronic pain, sexual discomfort.
Mm.
The violation I have experienced during the assault has had lasting effects on my body, causing ongoing health problems and complications. The combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which it is so hard to break free. I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Thalia is not going to be taking any questions, but I'll be happy to take some questions.
Cory, can you talk about the context of this assault? What, where, when, what occasion?
The question is, can I speak about the context of this alleged assault? No.
I'm so sorry that happened. Child, that's crazy. Now, I'm not sure. I know I gotta go back and watch Mim's video because I know he was reading off details, and I'm wondering if that was the one for her where, you know, she got into more things. So I have to dip back over there to see, or maybe that is the lawsuit that I got access to. Yeah, I think that's it. That I haven't even read yet myself. So, um, but yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible, y'all. Okay. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I feel like it's gonna be more that's gonna come out at a later time. It's just too much going on, child. It's so much going on. You know what else is interesting? The situation with young Dolph and the people. Like, rest in peace to him. But girl, why is the folks saying that Yo Gotti is connected possibly? This is crazy. Then they said the trial just started. I might need to dip over there and go ahead and catch the beginning parts of the trial. So I might have to catch the beginning parts because this is a lot. But let's check out a video I do want to get into real quick um, about that situation too.
Case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much you get. I don't know. I can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yeah.
All right. So you talked today. You got paid for what you just testified to, didn't you?
After I was locked up.
You got paid,
My
right?
lawyer was paid.
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get it in my hand. Correct. I don't know how much it was, but correct. My lawyer got paid.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph. You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you?
Come on.
Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money because you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that.
You took the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got the money.
Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I had already did it, so might as well. You know, I got a conscience still after I came to my senses.
Right. Okay. Your case got $50,000.
That's terrible. So, from what it sounded like to me, his brother, Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, put up what, like 100,000 or something like that for some boys to go and handle this business, and they were supposed to get so much of money off of it, but they didn't. Technically, they probably got like less than $1,000 from what I was hearing, and the rest of the money like went to an attorney or wherever it went. So now that the boy never got his money, now he's out here snitching. And of course, I'm sure he really snitching now that Big Juke died. I think Big Juke died like a month or two ago. Ain't that some shit? That's crazy. So what they're saying is, we learned that Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook allegedly ordered the hit on young Dolph, who was murdered at a cookie shop. The trial continues. His killers have now alleged that someone on Yo Gotti's CMG label paid $50,000 for their attorney fees. Oh wow, that shit's so tragic. Beef to me should never be that serious and that deep to where you have to take somebody else's life. If you do not like a person, stop fucking with them. It's really that simple. You stay on your side, I'm gonna stay on my side. If a person is not posing any immediate threat or anything like that, like what is the point? Y'all took this man away for, from his kids and stuff. Now, granted, I don't know. Maybe young Dolph was out there with the shits and probably clapped some of their friends or whatever like that. And I don't know what all Dolph was on. I don't know. But either way, I just don't condone all of that clapping folks and doing all this extra stuff and y'all getting y'all raps and write about this shit. Like, I hate it. But they be trying to talk about women, talk about they coochie, they cootie twa, talk about they oochie wally wally, oochie bang bang. But then y'all will sit up here and talk about unaliving somebody and running up in folks' houses and doing this and doing that and like I can't. They go on to say Cornelius Smith, who is charged with the murder of young Dolph, testified that while he can't confirm the amount of his lawyer, or the amount the lawyer received, he knows it was paid for by the label. I don't know exactly who, but they did it. Smith says he didn't receive what was promised for the hit, but his attorney fees were covered after it was announced that he had been arrested. I didn't get it in my hand, is what he says. Yeah, I'm finna go back. I got some stuff I gotta do. I got some shit I gotta do, okay? I got some shit I gotta do, girl. I gotta get into this Cory Hardict interview, and then I have to go slide myself over there to my one of my favorite YouTube channels. Okay, what is it? Law and Crime. I gotta get into it. I've got to get into this hearing, this trial, to see what exactly is going on, because he is, girl, I don't know if he worse than Woody is. Well, really, he probably better than Woody, because Woody was a motherfucking fool over there on the stand with Young Thug. Like, I just can't. Woody was on some other shit. Okay? I don't know what the hell gonna happen with Woody. Woody on some other shit. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get into this to see more, but that's crazy. Listen, Yo Gotti and Vanessa have been pictured out together. That is her man. I feel like they've about been dating for about 3 years at this point. And I would like to say that I'm concerned for Angela, but I don't know. Okay. I feel like I am, because I don't know if anybody from Dolph's team is going to try and retaliate in any type of fashion. So I don't know if they're gonna try to do that or not, but I just hope that she ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. Girl, I would never go to Tennessee for nothing. I don't care what he got going on there. If he is there, I wouldn't go. Okay. That's just I wouldn't go. Okay. Just stay clear of that. People are telling her to break up with this man. She too far in it. I don't see that happening anytime soon. But we just gonna have to watch and see what happens. I wonder how her family feels about her and him. If they approve or what they think. I wonder how her dad is feeling. Especially now learning this. Somebody from his label sent the check. Okay, to give these people some attorneys after putting the hit out on young Dolph. Child, if this ain't some crazy shit, I don't know what's going on in America today. Listen, I just wanted to come share my thoughts with you guys on a few subject matters at hand. Okay, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and go ahead and like up the video for me. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like Soldier Rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind, knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive, I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be